Hey guys, AlduicS here, and we're back for Season 1, Episode 9 of Uncle from Another World. So I'll give Uncle the benefit of the doubt, but what's his master plan? How will he fix the backlash, the consequences, the side effect of abusing too much magic power from the spirits for his first time? Because Takaformi is currently full dinosaur mode, and so is Uncle. So are we going to have a Jurassic Park reference, perhaps even the second film where they're running through the streets of the town, or is it going to be very contained within the apartment only? But how do we fix this? Why did he transform himself? I'm very curious to figure out what happens next, because this man breaks RPG tropes, crushes tropes and cliches, doesn't care about the wants and needs of others much other than himself, is very oblivious to romantic advances and the concepts of tsundere and kudere, and relies entirely on video game knowledge, however outdated it may be, to solve his problems. But I will say, it was very fun watching him adventure with Alicia and her trio, her party, see them clear the dungeon the first time because they took a shortcut and then he had to erase their memory so they could clear it a second time, their first time, all the way through all of the trials and tribulations, and then acquire the staff that they had been dreaming of since kids and stuff like that. And then we find out why she's the hero. Then we head over to the royal capital and we end up meeting Mabel again, who managed to earn herself a job as guardian knight. And it ended up in a cool illusion battle between the two, and they were slacking off on the side. All of the gags and really cool animation, the visual effects were on point. The animation was so fluid, it was so well done. You could feel the passion for the property from the production staff, and it really does show. Because when Mabel ended up getting like mind controlled or even possessed by that church dude, oh, the way she was using the full power of her ice sword, and Uncle had to respond in kind, the magic circles, the ice, it was so good. It was when action does pop up truly, and it's not a one and done situation in this series. It's so high quality. It's so good. I love this show. And I can't wait to see where we're going to go from here, because we obviously got to solve the dinosaur issue. But since we spent time with Alicia and Mabel last time, are we going to switch over to Elf? Or are we going to stick around mostly in the our current world, the human world right now? Or maybe we'll even go back to Mabel, because she did lose her new cushy job that she was ego tripping on at the cost of, finding out she's very cute even by Wolfgun blood. But will she hunt him down? Will he actually respond to any calls from Ricardo, the commander-in-chief? Because that entire sequence, from transforming into the homeroom teacher, slapping and shoving him into submission, making him accept the help of his comrades and rely on them, and the power of the 90s teacher, that commentary aspect of this show always is so delightful. And it's also scathing sometimes, too. But also just seeing him leave transformed as the Blaze Dragon, and the fact that Uncle's behind all of what the commander-in-chief is doing in response because he believes someone's working behind the scenes in the shadows and overthrowing the natural order of the world, and it all just comes back to Uncle. Oh, the fucking irony, the fact that he's so overpowered, and the way he tackles a lot of these issues is just breaking everything. His actions, his powers, it goes against common sense. But it also doesn't help that he does get hunted for being an ugly orc, an ugly bastard in a world full of drop-dead gorgeous people. But before we hop into the episode and find out what's going to happen next, because, yes, I am very excited to see what's going to go on, make sure to check out my links down below, my Twitter, my Twitch, my Kitsu, my Patreon, my Discord, even my VOD channel, support me on all those platforms. As a small-time creator, I don't get ad rev, I don't qualify for ad rev, so even just heading over to Patreon and pledging does really help me out. It makes me able to produce more content for y'all and dedicate more time. And I do have a Discord channel, after all, or Discord server with plenty of channels that you might enjoy. So come chat me over there, come gush about the series or anything else. I do got plenty of series, after all. I like watching and I love talking. And, while you're down there checking out my links, you should also like, subscribe, hit that bell icon to be notified when I upload next, leave a comment, all that fun jazz. Y'all should know that drill. And let's hop into it. A very hot summer day. Oh, so we're not even going to deal with the dinosaurs. That's unfortunate. Is the heat affecting the... Yep. Extreme temperatures does affect technology. Computers, phones, game consoles, whether it's really cold or way too hot. I've experienced that myself, and it does suck. Hope it doesn't actually break the machine fully. It is old, so yeah. It could be a number of factors. And we're back. I will say, it might be a pipe dream. It might be too grand, but if we could ever figure out, even in this season, or if we get a season 2, because I hope we do, this show deserves it. It's so clever, it's witty, it's entertaining, it's unique for an isekai, or even just he completed his isekai journey and came back. I want to find out why he came back. Was it magic he cast himself? Did he die in the other world? Can we bring other people from the isekai world, the fantasy world, into this world, or can we go there back and forth maybe? Because I'd like to see Elf interact with him in this world, because we did have a bit of a teaser or a misdirection with him transforming into her, but that's not enough. We need more of their antics in this world. Ooh, ponytail uncle looks good. I actually prefer him with this hairstyle over his normal one, with all of his hair down. Got them tamed. He didn't think of it. Or you can't fine tune it. Susan means cool. So, Fuchimiya coming in with that clever thought. Their brains were boiling. Side effect from being dinosaur. Otherwise, they're dragon forms and everything. They just stopped caring or stopped functioning properly. I love that a lot of this shit does carry side effects. It's not all one and done. There's no cost, no consequences to using some of this power. There is limits and so on. It's really well done. I might sound like a broken record, but I love praising this show because I enjoy it so much. Yeah. Ooh, you could market it as like CGI or movies. Display what he envisions. Yep, we've seen this, but the Minotaur didn't even do anything. Poor guy, he made a whole spectacle out of killing an animal. I'm shaking right now. I'm so mad. Does this guy even have a hunting license? Pretty sure that light sword length is illegal under the firearms and sword control law. Probably not. Animal abuse reported. Do this unnated Guro. Just out. I wonder if he got the siblings' permission before filming. Ah, yes. Current culture wokeness and the bullshit that you'll encounter online. It makes sense why you'd be very hesitant to do this. And the dislike ratio of 247 million to 27 likes. God damn. I would. I'd complain for the hell of it. He's into the dark side of the internet. The cringe site. Oh yeah, we've never seen how spirits look. I doubt they look like this, but I do like their designs. I really do. I don't know who I actually like more in terms of designs. Maybe Light Spirit, but it's really hard. It's like a tie between them. Obviously, these are his imagination running wild, but collective wills of phenomena and concepts. Okay. Most likely not. It might be what's driving him crazy. $5 million. Ah. Yeah. It's getting very cultish. Are we sure these are normal collective wills and everything and not like deals he's making with devils and shit? Because that's very extreme. Yeah. It'll save them money at least. Because humanity's always on the brink of extinction. I mean, yeah, but your growth, your mental, personal growth was definitely stunted, my guy. I feel so bad for Uncle, but he's just so entertaining being the way he is, but definitely the byproduct of the area he was raised in and the obsession with video games. Using an Amazon box. Okay, so we are continuing off that. Good. It's something so funny about seeing her just taking refuge under the desk while there's two dinosaurs, dragons running around causing terror. But I like that we continue that whole, if you stay too long in one form, you start thinking and acting like them, and you may never want to turn back. You may never return to your normal self. It has that continued lasting effect. It's that continuity that I really appreciate. They set rules and abide by them. Yep. Of course. Continuing off of that. So how do you return? The Blaze Dragon's design's so cool. Wanted a cool exit. God, it's so cool. All for that cool factor. Elf? It was Elf. And I love her, like, laser sword, that photon sword. It's so cool. That's terrifying, by the way. I fucking love her armor and her weapon. Is this her way of saving them? Or saving him? Yeah. with the ring. Yep. Oh my god. I love the scale of this too. God, it looks so good. And it's not CGI, which I can always appreciate. I don't hate CGI, but it just looks so good as is right now. Yeah, Uncle ain't screwing shit up. God, the magic circles look fantastic. I love how detailed they are. Don't you roar at me. And the fire is gone. Oh, you're fine as an orc. Oh. So that's how he transformed back. Tsundere helped him out once again. This man would be dead so many times over if it wasn't for her. And she even gets a lap pillow. Oh. Who's this dude? Rig Falcon Company. Did she? Oh, so she must have stole the ring back. Oh. Elgo royal family. So she's a princess. Oh, and that pissed her off. I like this dude's design. Yeah, and he restrained her and pulled all of that shit. Elf's voice actress is great. Oh, the way it's getting cloudy and dark. It's sealing her abilities. Is he turning her into a slave? Yeah, heirs is slavery. I'm assuming. This dude's a scumbag, but his design's on point. Yep, because he can use the power of spirits. Instantly broke that. Always coming to her savior or assistance as well. I mean, she just found him. Bit creepy, but adorable nonetheless. And the blush continues to spread. Gotta go that. Yeah, the excuse route. The violent excuses. Yeah, screw you, dude. What relationship does it look like they have? Aww. Fucking love Elf-san. Who's this dude? His design's so cool. The giant hunter. Is he gonna get one shot? Gonna get knocked on his ass? Not even gonna... Okay, so I was gonna say, is she even paying attention? Holy shit. That gave me chills. As per usual, the facial expressions and all of the reactions, the animation, it's all on point. It's so well done. I love how it all comes together and how they present it. If only Uncle wasn't breaking tropes, cliches, and rooting situations with his absurd actions. Resolving this peacefully, but... And... So he took it off of her. True rage has been unleashed. Holy shit! Don't piss off Elf-san. Congratulations on the marriage. Okay, so he didn't take it off of her. So he has... Does he have all the rings? An unexpected compliment for her. And he'll take it. He'll move the joke away, but... Or not, actually. Wow. Moving away. That hurt the pride. Yep. It's so cold now. Why is it cold now? Is this... Is it the ice spirit? Are they punishing him, or did they just leave the spell going? 10 degrees. So they did leave it going. They just forgot to monitor it. The coldest place for miles, or even kilometers. Power flows like magic or radio waves. Okay. That'll come in handy. Close enough. Aww. After credit scene. Talk about dark. Oh, so we're back with both Elf and Mabel. Maybe you should explain first before you start stripping people, Uncle. And you wonder why you get abused so much. There is no tact in your movements. I do hope she's wearing underwear, but chances aren't high. And yep. But it's his way of showing concern. So is this after he was turned back from a dragon or before he had set off when we had that all sharing the bed situation? Very curious about that. Oh. Yeah. Out to eat? Oh, yeah, pizza. Uncle's face was very adorable. And we're back. So, that after credit scene was something else, huh? Sure, pizza's great and all, but it got dark. It got disturbing. And of course, it'd be Uncle, who bathes himself regularly and likes to eat, would get the parasite himself, but seeing it like bulge in the blood and shit. That gave me chills for the wrong reasons, y'all. I'm supposed to get chills from hype or startling developments, not from how creepy and disturbing it is. Oh my god. Considering he's in, Japan, obviously survived it, but it must have also horrified and traumatized both Elf and Mabel. Because holy fuck. But also the fact that he's so tactless that he cares nothing about proper distances or personal space or what you shouldn't do to people. He's just instantly stripping people without fully explaining. He'll say emergency and then lift up clothing. And I love that Mabel was also amused by how the elf is acting. I don't know where this sits timeline wise, but god. But if we disregard the after credits scene, as unexpected as it was, it feels so good to see Elf again. The elf returns, and as we found out, she's royalty. She's a princess. But it would explain the dress, her countenance, her atmosphere she gives off, her speech, and, even how good she looks in precious metals. But I really do appreciate the spotlight we got and how we also have more continuity, as I've said, where you stay too long in a form, you may not want to revert, or you can't revert back. You start thinking like them, you start acting like them. And the Blaze Dragon did take over Uncle. He spent a month like that, and he was unable to revert. It was all thanks to Elf. So she came in clutch, once again, saving his life and helping him live in this world. And in return, he also managed to repay the debt, save her life, or solve some troubles for her, even though he does give her a lot of problems. But I also like that we talked about how mankind's always on the brink of extinction and stuff like that, and how the Ice Spirit is so casual about just freezing fields for 10 years in exchange for doing one cooling spell in the middle of a hot summer. Makes me really think that they aren't collective wills and thoughts of everything in the world, essentially, and all the phenomena, but more devils he's making one, and it makes sense why he'd be a bit off kilter like he is, because if those are invading his head at any point in time, I don't know how he copes. I don't know how he can do it. Our man is broken mentally. He is so skewed, so damaged from erasing his own memory, from dealing with spirits and these phenomena, to just all this video game knowledge in the area he was born in and grew up in as well. Oh, it's a scathing commentary as well, and I love it. It's so clever. It really is. The unique aspect of the show is how good the visuals can be and how clever the references and visualizations go on to be. It holds it holds nothing back, so to say, when it comes to this show and the wackiness, the craziness that ensues. I mean, seeing Elf actually enraged and so on, not even just like from jealousy, but straight up willing to duke it out with this dude, the president of the company that she was indebted to, almost put into servitude from, and this dude's plan of like, well, I'll be into the royal elven family and stuff like that. Well, you'll be my slave or serf maybe, but I don't. They called it Ariers or something. I can't pronounce it right. I do apologize. Got me some slack. But spending so much time with Elf was an absolute delight. Still my favorite girl from the show because I just adore every aspect of her. Her character design, her personality, her voice actress, how utterly badass she can be. Because that like light sword, her armor, seeing the strength and the terrifying presence she can give off as well, and how she's quick to fight, but also just quick to be embarrassed or get distracted. The whole, so what do you think our relationship looks like? She's so kawaii. It's adorable. I can't get enough of her. Even the anime realizes how adorable she is. Oh, all the sparkles, the blushing. Oh, it made me really happy. Though there was still some misunderstandings about the violence she did and so on. And the sniffing, the comment in the mud, how she's pretty even without having to wear precious metals. Now she reacted and them running around and the bathing comments and all that. It was the longest interaction that, well, he did misunderstand some of the violence, obviously, and it was very much warranted for most of it. It was still so cute, and it definitely felt like progress in the relationship, but I don't think we'll ever reach a point where he realizes her true feelings, or if he does, how would he react? And I'd still love to see her somehow make her way into Japan. The sheer force of will, sheer passion for this dude and caring for him. And the whole, you're better off as an orc anyway, or you're fine as an orc. Oh, seeing her fight the dragon. Oh, it was animated so well. The studio was cracked. It was on point. Oh, I wonder if we'll see the president company dude again at some point, because he has one of the rings on him now, so he's technically married to Orcface. So does this mean Orc has 3 of those rings out of the 7, or does he have all 7? And that's how we know there's only 7 in existence, because he's handing them out like candy. Oh my god. So glad this show's back. I truly did miss it. But I think I'll end it there. Not much else to talk about. It was very enjoyable. It went by so fast. It disturbed me. It was kawaii. It was everything I could have wanted. Let me know your thoughts down below on my commentary, my reaction to the episode in and of itself. I read all comments and I do my best to respond to them. And while you're down there, leave me a comment. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit that bell icon to be notified when I upload next. Check out my links down below, my Twitter, my Twitch, my Kitsu, my Patreon, my Discord, my VOD channel. Support me on all those channels or platforms. It really does help. I am a small-time creator, so every amount of support helps. I need to continue to grow after all, and YouTube in of itself isn't sustainable, especially when you don't even qualify for ad rev. But this has been AlduicS. Peace, y'all.